So the reason why yoga really helps to stabilize the mental state of mind is because it gets the body moving in union with your breath, which we know is the life force for us all if we are alive on this planet. And then you just feel your vibration and your spiritual awareness raise, because every time you get to a yoga practice, you're actually letting go. Most of us in life, we try to accumulate so many things: wealth, money, power, relationships, whatever. And when you go to a yoga practice, when you're on a yoga mat, you're letting go every day. So the beauty of that means that you can let go of things that are plaguing your mind, that have stored themselves within your body. Because don't forget, everything works in accordance together. So for example, if you've had a trauma in your life, and that trauma has left an emotional scar, then somewhere in your body that emotion is going to be stored. So it might come up as a lower back pain, for example. It might be a neck pain. It might be, your posture is really poor, and this is how you feel, that's how you feel about yourself. It could be many things, but it will translate that emotional thinking and the thought pattern of how you feel about yourself and the world is going to translate in your body somewhere. And this is often the root of illness, because these thoughts have to come out somewhere. And if they're dark and they're low frequency, often they end up in illness. So this is why we want to keep our vibration high, we want to keep our thoughts positive, and we want to make sure that we can release trauma and release things from the body that we may have been storing up, carrying for so long, now manifesting itself in pain, not quite sure how to get rid of it, but just living, soldiering with it through. But it's no good. We really want to learn to let these things go so that our minds can be free. We're not focusing on the body in pain, or we're not focusing on the body so emotionally trapped in a trauma that we can't see the wood from the trees. We can breathe and just feel the freedom of that breath and let that be the focus. Now, as simple as that might sound, let your breath be the focus. If I asked us now to sit here for 30 seconds and focus on the breath, I can guarantee, unless we have mastered this, that our minds will just wander off at least 4, 5, 6, 7 times to think about, oh, I must feed the dog. Oh, I must remember to make that phone call. Oh yeah, I've got that bill to pay. Oh, I know, they're not going to have me electricity. Whatever the thoughts might be. But you see, the art of meditation and coming back to the breath, coming back to the center, is just to be aware that you're thinking of these things. And as you think of it, oh, okay, and come back to the breath. That's how meditation works. That's meditation. It's the awareness and the consciousness to come back to the breath. When you realize that your mind has wandered off, and it's not, oh, I can't do this, oh, forget this. It's not about being hard on ourselves. It's just about being aware that, okay, that's what happens. Okay, now I know what happens. I have control over how I can direct myself. And that's really it. So putting in place tools to help us along the way, to help our minds stay well, yoga is definitely one of those tools.